everybody. Welcome back to the Scott Wingerter Show. Today we're going to talk about the real fascists. That's right. The pro-Palestinian protests all over the country. The ones that are all, basically calling for the death of all Jews everywhere. Yeah, they're the real fascists. So you saw last week the pro-Palestinian fools barricaded themselves on the Golden Gate Bridge. My favorite was the idiot who put his hand in a barrel filled with cement, and then the police were dispatched and, started cutting. He's holding this rebar as a handle, and they cut with a bolt cutter the rebar, and he's got this huge barrel in front of him, so he can't see what they're doing, but the video cameras on the back here, you can take a look. As he's just like, oh, my hand. Watch.
Ow, 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 ow. I got it. Ow. I got you. Ah. Okay, hold on. By the numbers.
All right, let go of your fingers. Let go.
Let go of the rebar.
Let go. Let go.
Ow, they're twisting it.
Let go.
They're twisting it for no reason. Let go of the bar.
Let go of the bar.
Medical.
Let go of the bar. Come on, let go.
Of the bar. Stop.
Let go of the bar.
My hand. Let go of the bar. Stop squeezing my hand.
Let go of the bar.
Stop squeezing my hand and twisting it. The rebar is cutting the inside of my hand. Stop prying my fingers. Stop prying. Stop. 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 Let go of the rebar. Stop. You're hurting me. Let go of the rebar.
He's free.
He's free.
Take him out.
You got the arms? Okay. Get a set on. Bye.
Do you need EMS?
It needs to be seen by a...
So that's the kind of people that we're dealing with here, right? Just totally fake, totally not understanding what reality is. I mean, you couldn't really paint a better picture of what these people are like. They act just like Hamas, actually. I'm very familiar with the psychology and the psyops that Hamas engages in. I'm a former intelligence analyst. I would see this stuff all the time. This has been going on for decades, this kind of propaganda, but we've never seen it come here where Americans are engaging in the same kind of propaganda that Hamas is engaging in Palestine. So it's kind of interesting. So this week, of course, over the weekend in New York City, there was a huge protest at Columbia University where people were putting up tents and sleeping on the common grounds of the college, and they were all shouting that basically, Columbia University had to cut ties with all of their donors and stop supporting Israel. And so some of the donors, like the owner of the New England Patriots, decided that he was not donating any more money to Columbia University. Over 100 of these protesters were arrested last weekend by the New York City Police Department. And, a lot of these students that were arrested were then suspended from Columbia University for not listening to what the college was telling them to do. Basically like, hey, you can't camp here. You have to move along. But that didn't stop them. Here they are. They're back again this week. And they're really starting to have an impact on the Jewish community that attends Columbia University, whether they're students or like this professor right here who he's a professor. He teaches at Columbia University. Columbia University shut down his security badge so he can't get on campus. And so here he is basically bringing this to light in front of the entire news media here, where he confronts the CEO of Columbia University. So let's take a look at that.
Let Nadine Kaswani in. Shame on you. Nadine Kaswani was on campus. Shame on you guys.
Style work environment.
Everybody silent.
Everybody, over here we got the COO of Columbia University, Mr. Cass Howard. Wait, no. They have deactivated my card. They are not letting me on campus because I have not just a civil right as a Jewish person to be on campus. I have a right as a professor employed by the university to be on campus. They deactivated my card. These are 5 lawsuits happening, but we don't want to sue. We just want to be Jewish in public. Let us sue.
So this is really interesting, right? So they're terrified of the woke mob. They're terrified of ticking off these fascists, which have literally started to encamp themselves on the university property. They're scared of the mob, and they aren't willing to do the right thing. The right thing is for them to protect the rights of all of their students, especially in this case, the Jewish ones that attend the school, whether they're employees or students, right? They have an obligation to make sure that everybody on their campus is safe. And it's so odd to me that these, supposed bastions of liberal institutions like Columbia University and Yale University, that, this mecca of liberalism is just falling apart because really our institutions aren't liberal anymore. All right. These colleges like Columbia, like Yale, they're not liberal anymore. They've gone full woke-tard. They've gone completely to the left. They're neo-Jacobins. They're being run by neo-Jacobins who are just absolutely terrified of ticking off these people, these crazy people that are in the pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian movement, right? And I have another video that we'll link here about the difference between liberalism and leftism, and the people that are protesting in favor of Hamas, a terrorist organization that kills people, literally on October 7th, murdered thousands of people to the point where if we did a direct correlation to the size of Israel's population, if that terror attack happened here in America, 40,000 Americans would have died. So that's a big deal. All right. A lot of people, when you look in terms of Israel's populations, were murdered by these Hamas terrorists. And that's what they are. They're terrorists. All right. I don't care if they're the quote legitimate government of Palestine. That's irrelevant. They're a terrorist organization. Hamas is. It should be wiped off the face of the map because it's a terrorist organization. That's different than what these people are accusing Israel of doing, right? In fact, they're the ones that want to wipe Israel off the map. If we go back to the clip where the professor is chatting with the COO of Columbia University, in one of the other clips, the college administrator there tells the professor, oh, you actually can't go on campus due to your safety. Geez, where have I heard that before? Somewhere.
After 1933, the German government gradually excluded Jews from public life and public education.
Yeah. Things are starting to get a little bit weird, a little bit scary, a little fascistic, maybe? And that brings me to my final point here. I don't want these Nazi scumbags on the left, and that's what I'm going to start calling them. They're Nazis. Okay, they're the Nazis. They better not ever call me or another Republican fascist ever again. I don't want to hear from these stupid people out of their dumb mouths the fact that Donald Trump's Hitler. Okay, you're literally calling for the destruction of the Jewish state. That's what you mean when you say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. You're calling for the destruction of the Jews, okay? The removal of the Jews from their homeland. These are the same hypocrites that are going to look at traditional Americanism and say, okay, well, America's racist. Okay, well, why is America? Because you like Christopher Columbus. And look at all the horrible things that the Americans did to the Indians. The Indians were on this land in the first place, and then America came in and they kicked them off the land. And so the land really belongs to the Indians. Well, wait a minute. How can you have that position and then at the same time say, well, but that doesn't apply to the traditional homeland of the Jews going back 3,000 years? It seems a little bit odd to me, but then again, it makes sense because I don't care if you're getting your piece of paper from an Ivy League institution. If you're thinking the same thoughts that these fascist protesters are, then you're an idiot. I don't know what to tell you. You're dumb. You don't know your history. You're ignorant and you're a fool. You are calling for the destruction of the Jews, and you have the audacity to call me a freaking Nazi because I'm a Republican? What the hell are you talking about? You make absolutely no sense. I thought that the Ivy League schools were filled with some of the smartest students in America. Apparently, I was wrong. Wait a minute. I'm going to take that back. I'm not wrong. These fools are. Have a good day.